Hey guys, this is Mitch. Thanks again for tuning into this special piece of the course on territory. And this may be the number one piece of information that you're going to need to leave with on this course is on territory. When you purchase a franchise, you're purchasing the rights to operate a particular concept in a protected territory from the franchisor. So what that means is, you're not able to sell your goods or services outside of what you agree upon when you sign the franchise agreement. And this is very important because number one, you want to make sure that the language is clearly defined in the contract. And what we mean by that is, in legal terms, it's in plain, simple English. There should be no confusion on yourself or your attorney or the franchisor of exactly what you're buying. Number two, is it exclusive? What we mean by that is, for example, if you purchase a franchise concept and in the language it says your territory is protected by a 5-mile radius. Well, this example right here is not fully exclusive because it only protects you and requires you to sell within the 5-mile radius. But that doesn't mean someone can sell into your territory. So you need to make sure that these things are exclusive when you buy them. Number three is protection. And this, guys, is probably the biggest. When you sign a franchise agreement, you need to make sure you're protected. Not only by internal franchisee competition, meaning if you put in 2 stores and they're doing really well, and the franchisor may say, look, I'm going to sell a store right outside your 5-mile radius, which may hurt your first or your second location, and so on and so forth. That's number one. Number two, you need to be protected from the franchisor. In today's day and age of the internet, goods and services can sell over the internet. Make sure in your franchise language this is clear, because if the franchisor decides to sell the same goods and services that you're selling, there may not be language protecting you that restricts them from selling into your territory. This is important because it creates channel conflict, number one. And number two, it can create a lot of havoc with your customers on who is who and what is what. So just keep that in mind because that is very important. It's on protection. And the last one, guys, is the size of the territory. Make sure you do your research on exactly how big your territory is, what your customer base is, and what it is the size that you're buying going to suit your sales volume and financial projections, okay? Because just because a franchise in a different state has a 3-mile radius, the demographics may be completely different from the 3-mile radius demographic that you're currently looking at. So keep this in mind when you're looking at your franchise concept. But those 4 key steps shown behind me are very important when you're negotiating anything with a franchisor on territory. Thanks, guys.